Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to Shivery Timbers, where today... Oh, isn't it lovely? It's always so nice starting up this game, going into cinematic mode and seeing what's going on in this place. So we're down here in San Andreas Shores, which is the much maligned and neglected area of Shivery Timbers, and I kind of feel like San Andreas Shores needs a little bit of loving. We need a little bit of loving. What I'd like to do is create a tram network in here, start populating this area up, and basically helping San Andreas Shores to fill out this zone, because this zone needs workers right now. So I feel like that'd be a good way to go. And I could I, and should I, build a tram network that spans from San Andreas Shores all the way across? I feel like that's not too bad an idea. Or I could create a metro network that covers these two areas. There is a metro network already here to loop San Andreas Shores to the outside world, but it'd be relatively simple for me to connect that up to this area to provide these guys a way to get to work down there. I could use the existing two stations and then maybe plonk another station up here, right? Yeah, I think that's probably a goer. Or, you know what? I'll tell you what, here's what we'll do. We'll use the existing two stations. What we're going to do is we're going to bring another track that comes off here and creates a loop up to here. And then that loop is going to go, I guess, up and into this area, right? And then we're going to have another one that comes from here up and over this way, right? And then we'll have stations that are dotted at the top road and the second to bottom road. So that's sort of, I guess, like 60-40 split it. It should provide a good amount of coverage in the area. Okay, let's do that. And then for local distribution in San Andreas Shores, we'll use trams. I think that'll be the best way to go. All right, so let's do that. Let's have a couple of stations up here. We'll just go like 3 all the way down. And then we'll do the same on this stretch down here. 2, and then, is that the same row? Yes. And then this one here, 3. Excellent. And then we can get this hooked up like this. We'll go into straight mode. No, what have I done? What is this? Elevation step. Oh, I see. Oh. I have never actually looked at that option before. Does that mean that I can, instead of going down a huge amount, can only go down a little bit? That might be handy. Okay. Bish bash bosh. That's done. Let's get some lines drawn up in here. We're going to create a line that goes this way. And it loops down and around like this. And I hope that when we come down into here... Oh dear. Now I'd like you to... I'd like you to come down this way, please. How can we force you to do that? I know. Let's put another random line, or a random station, just down in here. I could put it in the power plant zone, I suppose. But no, I'll put it in here. This way, it might be actually useful. We can put some footpaths so people can get from there into the top end of Whoopee Meadows. That'd be nice. Good. Okay, so let's do like this. Let's do like this. Back into lines. And then from here, right, we're going to add a stop to this line. Add... there we go. Okay, good. Down here. Up to this guy. I really need, there was a mod that I had a while ago that did automatic line coloring, and I really do miss that. It even, like, names the lines for you, but it got broken during a recent update, and I haven't been able to scope a replacement. So if you know of one that automatically colors the lines that works with the current version of the game, please do let me know. I'd very much appreciate it, because having to do all the colors manually is kind of a bit of a pain in the jacksy, I have to say. Like, where are we? What are these ones that I've just placed? There's one. This can be industrial loop 1, loop anti-clockwise. And then, is it going to be 5? There it is. Industry... loop. I haven't had enough coffee today. Clockwise. Okay, C and AC. Okay, great. And then we'll change the colors on those so that they're a bit easier to spot. Bing and bong. May as well do the rest of these while we're here. We'll have that. That one can stay green. This one can be like there. This one can be like there. And that one can be down in, I guess, yeah, like kind of a baby shit color. Good. I don't know what the rest of them do or where the rest of them are, but at least we've got our metro link in here so that we can start supplying transportation into this zone. I'll tell you what, I would like this one to be powered, and I'm going to do that just by chunking in a big blob of industrial there. That should help things out. We're going to populate this whole bad boy out eventually, but this should help to get us there. Okay, good. Now, San Andreas Shores, I think the other thing that we need in here, just to help people move around in the local area, is some trams. And I love trams. You guys know that. We need a tram depot, and I'm going to pop that way the heck up here. Oh, look, it fits like a glove. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so we'll plonk that in there, and then we'll get ourselves, what is this, just a standard tram road? Okay, great. So let's do some upgrading here, like this. Good. And we need... Okay, so this is going to change out this road slightly, but that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade all the way around to here, and then all the way around this side like this. There's a tiny little nubbin there that needs to be fixed up. And if we come down around here, what I'm hoping to do is get it so that we have one loop that goes around like this, and then one loop that goes, I guess, like up and down the main drag, but it uses these side roads as well. I haven't quite thought this out properly. But I tell you what, we'll have one big loop that goes right around the outside, and then we can have smaller sidey loops that go down these center roads to, you know, add a bit of penetration into this area and provide a little bit more shizer. Didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. It's okay. We can come back and polish that off later on by replacing it with, now here's the problem. Are they... Yeah, because they're custom 2-lane roads, they're going to be a little bit not acceptable here. That's a bit of a shame. That means I have to replace them with a standard, like a standard 2-lane road instead of the 4 lanes that it was. But I suppose, oh no, they're just a 2-lane with the turning, so now they're going to be 2-lane with the tram track instead. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, let's come down here, straight down through here, right, past all of these offices, past all of these residential zones, and then back out of this side. Good. And then we can have one that comes through this heavy commercial zone here. And just allows people, and these offices, that'll be nice as well. Excellent. And onto that section there. I feel like this main drag I should unload and leave that for services only. But having one coming down through this area so that people can get into the office/commercial zone, feel like that's a good shout. Okay, cool. So let's get some lines up and running. We're going to have one. We'll start here. We're going to have one right across from Meteorite Park, and then we're going to have that go around this way first. Yes. And we'll just do some like concentric circles.
Strike the city in the near future.
Uh-oh.
Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right. We better go and take care of this a little bit before we carry on with this. A devastating meteor is about to... Oh my giddy aunt. Why? Why is this happening again? Okay, let's pause for a moment. Let's check out our... Where is it? Emergency services? Where are our disastery boobies? Okay, so San Andreas Shores does not have a disaster system, so we better set one up lickety-split. And what we're going to do is very rapido, plonk that there, draw out a line, and have that go out to here, and then we'll come straight down. Why is that loop-de-looping all over the shop? Okay, we'll have that loop straight down through here to help people in this area get to safety. So we'll do there and there. We may as well like just sort of come up through the main drag like this. Excellent. And then should we double down through here? I feel like we should. There's going to be a lot of people in this zone. And then out to here. And then back to the emergency shelter. So that should do the trick. Can I trigger just this one? Good. Evacuate citizens. Let's get it up and running. I don't want to do like all citizens at the same time. I just want to do these ones and get them safe and sound. It always seems to be San Andreas Shores. Like, we've got that sinkhole here, the meteorite strike here. It's really... Oh, God. Okay. It's really not the greatest, but I think there just must be something about this area that that turns it into a mecha magnet for disasters. But that's okay. It's okay. We have the preparation underway. We are out of water up here as well. We better fix that up. We don't want these guys to be freezing when they get into the bunker. We want them to be safe and secure, and everything will be fine, guys. Don't worry about it. With a size of 6.1, I'm hoping that's not bad. It is going to be bad, isn't it? It's going to be very bad. Okay, let's check out our emergency services. Hopefully we should be able to see the buses moving about. It doesn't look like we can, which is a bit of a shame, unless there aren't any. Oh no, why is that loop-de-looping all the way down to... well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. Poor San Andreas Shores. No wonder nobody wants to live here. This place is a freaking death trap. Oh look, we can see the buses. They're doing the U-turn thing for some reason. Huh. I don't understand why they would be doing that. I don't understand. They just seem to be sort of coming down, going through that loop, and then going back to the shelter. Uh-oh. This is why. Oh my
A
God.
meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
Oh my God. Holy dooly. It's enormous. Everything's on fire? Did the fire station get blown up as well? Oh my goodness me. That is terrifying. Okay, where's the fire station? What's that? That is the fire station. Okay, great. Man, oh man. What an absolute horror. I kind of get the feeling that we need another disaster response. Well, we need fire helicopters, but they don't seem to do the thing. Do we need another disaster response area up here? To, like, look after San Andreas Shores only? I mean, we could put it right here. It's a bit noisy, though. But quite frankly, at this point in time, noise is quite furthest from the things that I should be worried about. I should be worried about the fact that everything here is currently on fire and is just a smoldering pile of rubble. Jeez. Well, so much for, so much for getting my tram lines finished and all that sort of stuff. How many citizens do we actually have? None. None of those buses did anything at all. So how many people just died? Like, a lot? I'll have to go back and review the footage and see what the number was like before the massive explosion occurred and after. Because that, guys, was... Oh, man. Man, oh, man. That was very, very detrimental to the safety and security of this zone. And it's left me with a whole heap of repair work, which I suppose I should probably get along with. So let's get into here and repair up our roads. That'll help our fire trucks get in and do what they need to do, I suppose. Aren't the repair trucks supposed to go through and do this for us? I thought they were. But I guess, oh no, Meteorite Park has been absolutely demolished. It's had its absolute butt handed to it. What a disappointment. I'm really bummed out about that. I was so looking forward to having all of this taken care of, but Deary me. All of this is ready to be repaired, though. The disaster recovery teams are doing their job. They're getting in, evacuating citizens, trying to help people out, and, you know, hopefully doing a good job of it. Well done, friends. Good on ya. We'll see what we can do about resuscitating this, and I suppose we could just extend Meteorite Park into here, because the area that this once was, like all of the high density offices and things, that's all kind of stuffed now. It's kind of buggered. So I think maybe we will do that. We'll have a second Meteorite Park. What is this? Oh, is that a subway line? No? Oh, I see. It's a tram line. So we did place a tram line down through here. I know what, we could probably have that hopping up and over the new meteorite impact crater. But, first things first. We'll do our standard way of dealing with this. Pause the game, plop that there. Back, oops. And then we'll back that down a little bit more. So we try and get it as close to the top as possible. Let's. Excellent. Okay. Good-o. That can take care of itself and hopefully not overflow and follow up a disaster-scale meteorite strike and a series of fires with a flood. Though it would help to put the building fires out, I suppose. Oh, man. Oh, I'm kind of bummed out about that. I'm kind of bummed out, but that's okay. It's fine. We'll let this go. We'll let them rebuild. And then we'll retool this area to the way we want it to be. Good. Okay, cool. Let's try getting a tram line. Excuse me. A tram line. I guess, is there just a plain tram track? There is. Okay. Let's see what we can do. We'll get this single road stretched down to here. And then... Alright. We'll get the single road down to here. And we'll have the road terminate there. And then we can change that out for a tram track that then comes out. Here we go. Making the most of this. Happy little accidents, guys. Happy little accidents. We'll have this tram track come around the top of this. Yeah? Oh yeah, that's okay. On your way... Oops, I've gone one too far. Okay. We'll back that out a notch. Maybe two. And then we'll come out to... Cannot build on water. Okay. We'll come... Oops. We'll come out to here. And then slope too steep. And we'll hook it on just like that. I might want to just do a little bit of moving in there. Just to make that so that it's a little bit less choochy. There we go. Okay. That's not too bad. But we'll have this one down a couple of notches. And then I want this one to come up a couple of notches. Just so that they're a little bit more level. And a little bit neater and tidier. And there we have it. There we have it. This tram track can now go about its merry ways. Okay, and we can get in. If there is a stop here, I'm not able to remove it now, which is a bit disappointing. But, and is there a stop? There's a stop. Okay, I'm just going to delete this line. I think there's a way that you can just delete a line completely, but I can't remember how to do that. See, there's still nubbins of line in here that I don't know how to remove, but that's okay. Alright, so where were we? Where were we before we were rudely interrupted? We wanted to go down to... Zoop. Down to... Here. We'll have one here. Oop. Can we have it a little bit further? Okay, I guess not. We'll have one there. And one there. And then we can loop into what will be a new section in here. And then back out up to... Wait, why are you going that way? You absolute Burke of a thing. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's try that again. Come back. Come back. Which way do you want to turn when you come out of here? So you want to go... See, I want you to go to this stop. And then... Wow. Alright. That's frustrating. Alright. Well, fine. We'll go this way then. We'll go out to here. Up in through these sections. Through the bottom end of the new meteor. Through the top end of the new meteor. And then back to here. Good. That works. I am happy with that line. That is what I want it to be. I've just realized that this section has been completely severed, so I'll need to reconnect that momentarily. I do want one that goes... I'll tell you what. Let's have one that goes all the way around on the other side. So the loop can go anti-clockwise all the way around. And then individual lines can go clockwise so that they can cross. And if they need to go into a loop, they can sort of go a little bit past it and then double back. Does that make sense? I feel like that kind of makes sense. I feel like that's semi-logical. And they probably don't need to be... I'll tell you what, I'll put stops down here anyway. And maybe I'll put a second gate into the Meteorite Park. Alright, so that's one loop that goes there. We're going to have another loop that flows, I guess, around this bottom end. So we can have it here. And... Yep. Done. Out to here. Up to here. And then the end of this road. The end of this road. And then links there. Excellent. There's my first one. And then we're going to have one that goes up to this way. And then comes down and out through here. Right? So we'll mirror these stops in this area. So we've got trams flowing against each other. But they do it in sort of set zones. Which is going to be nice. And then up through... Oh, it's going to be a long leg down here. We'll have one at the bottom end of town, bottom of here, and then up through this section here. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. And then... Bonk. Good. There we go. Tram network taken care of. Bison enclosure. Insect, amphibian, and reptile house to go down into Travtown. Lovely. Happy with that. Now, let's see what we can do about getting these people reconnected for starters. Because they're going to need a road that hooks onto... I don't know. We just hook them straight up to the main drag? Or should we hook them into the back end of this and demolish that one building? I feel like... Oh, and we can hook them straight to here. There we go. That'll do the trick. Lovely. There you go, guys. We're sorry we severed you from the outside world for a little while there. We'll get you some fresh hot water as well, because, you know, that got destroyed. Is there anyone else with some water and or power problems in this zone? No, we're doing okay. Alright, good. With that in mind, let's get some people into this joint. We're going to need a whole bunch more people, and we can just donk them in like this. Just to bring the population of this area up some. And we'll get all of this section down populated into here. Bish bash bosh. All the way around the tram tracks, right? These are going to be all of our high density people that can jump on the tram and then hop on the train to get over to the industrial zone to get to work. Down here as well? Why not? Why not indeed? This is probably a bit of overkill, but it's fine. It's totally fine. And you know what? Get into here. Donk, donk, donk. Lovely. A lovely big blob of high-density residential all through here as well. Why not? If these go in and they're low quality to begin with, that's not really a bad thing. It's not a super bad thing. I'm happy to have them be slightly lower quality, and then we can look at, you know, boosting them later on. And I'm also happy for these guys to be not super high in the education scale of things as well. I hate to say it. I'm sorry, Andreas, but people are going to be a little... they can be a little lower educated in here, with the intention that we need low education workers over here. And hopefully, that will then, you know, that'll feed into that. Now, Meteorite Park, the main gate's still operating, but we had a secondary gate down here, didn't we? Which means that we can think about putting another one of those in. So let's have a look at... What is this? Okay, good. Side gate. Side gate. Side gate. And I'd like to have that there, but it means that I need to brush it out. That's alright, I can come back to that. Let's do some repairs. Can I not repair a path? Or do I have to do it by doing this and then... No. Do I have to do it by doing a path and then upgrade and then repair? Yes. Well, that's a little bit obtuse and confusing, but that's okay. I figured it out in the end. Let's rebuild these bad boys. They're not going to do themselves, evidently. And these ones over here, we need to rebuild. They are ready for rebuilding, but we do need to replace the path that's been... Oh, no, that's... Oh, right. Yes, never mind. I missed that. Okay, repair that road so those buildings can figure themselves out again. Anyone else flashing down here? No one? No one? No one? Good. Happy. I'm very happy with nothing flashing and being broken. I'd love to have another little entranceway there, but at the moment I think that is not a super huge concern. What was this? A school. Probably need that. It's probably useful. Give these guys at least a basic education so they can go and shovel coal over in this terrifying industrial zone over here. Are these subway stations doing anything? 6 people. 76 people. Okay. 41 people. Okay, so they're doing something. They're doing a little something something. It's not helping to take care of this, though. This seems to be broken. I wonder if I should do one of the things that I have done in the past when I've built a grid block like this. And that is to... Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. What I'm going to do, and you guys can probably, stand by to have a little bit of a shout at me, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a one-way road that comes from here, and I want it to be snapping as well, because I want it to line up with... I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have it come across 6U from there, and then we can go all the way down to about here, and then go into there. And then every second street, we're going to have an inroad to feed people into the city. Right? Don't worry, there's method to my madness. And then this guy needs to be hooked up from here straight to... Actually, I'll do it this way so that I can try and get it straight-ish. And then I'll upgrade it and flip it the other way around. And then flip that one the other way around. And the rest of those, goody gumdrops, they're doing well. Now, what we also need to do is make it so... You know what? I wonder if I should just bulldoze that entirely. Let's try it. See what happens. What happens if people get the option... Oh dear. What happens if people get the option to come this way? Well, here's what we want to do. Let's get into some full restriction mode here. And what we're going to say is on this intersection, this only goes to here. And this only goes to here. No turning. This is for going straight down that road. As for this one only goes to here and here. If you need to get to one of the other roads, you can go up a block and figure yourself out that way. So let's this one up like this. Not that one. This one. Yep, done. Yep, done. Excellent. And last one, we'll link this one up just like this. And we'll just see if we can get this traffic flow to be a little bit... Nope, last one. To be a little bit more sane, shall we? Should I allow it to go right as well? I feel like yes. I feel like yes, I should allow a right-hand road, like a right on red sort of scenario, where they can just loop out like that to get to the next street up. Yeah. Okay, and it's not that one. This one, right on red, good, no worries. And this guy, beautiful. And last but not least, we'll get that one done as well. I feel like maybe this one is potentially a good idea to still have here, but wow, was that a big flicker in my my graphics there? I hope you guys didn't see that. Cool. So that seems to be alleviating things somewhat, but we're still getting a bit of queuing, and we're still getting a bit of, you know, a bit of clogging up going on. It's okay, though. It's okay. I wonder if we can also get into these and say, well, this one only click, please. This one only goes there, and this one only goes there, and there. And this one also like that. Is that going to help? So they have to change lanes coming out of this bottleneck here. Oh, that seems to be doing the trick rather nicely. But people are still turning up and going up further. Yeah, see, they're going all the way up here. Okay, so these right-hand turns need to be removed. So hopefully, all this relinking that we've done should help to steady things down a little bit and push people up off this main avenue so that they can sort of, you know, get places elsewise in the area. Right. Well, friends, hopefully that's not so, you know, not too disgusting for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.